It is install day because guys, guess what? We figured out and made up our mind on which aftermarket seat we want to go with. Let me show you. Ta-da! We decided to go with the Saddlemen stand-up seat. Why, you might ask? Well, there are a few different reasons. First, the practicality and support that we can get with it. It just supports your back, or like our back, better than the Mustang solo seat does. And for all the longer road trips we want to go on, having the little support here to be able to kind of mount the back onto it just makes way more sense for us. And again, if we want to go with the solo seat again because we kind of want just the look of it, we can always go back to the stock seat also, which then otherwise we would have two solo seats. Okay, but today we are installing the Saddlemen seat onto our Softail Slim. Step number 1, get rid of the stock seat. Installing and uninstalling seats is relatively easy because we just have to unscrew the screw and then we just need to lift it a tiny bit and slide it out from the front. So when you see here, you have this little extra lip where then this lip will go under usually. So it's just as simple as that. Step number 2, we have to switch those two little items. One, a little protection cap, because that's kind of like the second hole of the seat positioning. And then we have to switch this guy back into this hole right here so that we can secure the seat to the fender. Let's do it. First, we plop this one off. So as you can see, just reach from underneath the fender and just like, here we go, plop it off. As easy as that. And then we want to make sure that we're not losing this guy. The second part is a little bit more tricky. So it's not quite as easy as just like squishing it out. But we will have a little trick. We're going to use a zip tie because the last thing we want to do is actually ending up losing this little screw. So with the zip tie, we're going underneath the fender and kind of try to fiddle it through. And then we just fiddle it through and ta-da! Because now when we're removing the retaining ring right here, my little screw cap is not going to fall all the way through and we're losing it at the end. Here we go! Thank God for strong fingernails. So this guy here we also don't want to lose, so another back pocket find. Okay, and then we're just letting this go through. Now on the bottom, fish it in or out with the other hand. And ta-da! There she is. And just make sure we're not losing any of the small parts. We are already clipping the little cover here back in this hole. There is a little, I'm not sure if you can even see it through the camera, but there's a little nose here that kind of has to go into the nose right here. And then literally the only thing we do is get it back in. Beautiful. Okay. Knees. So we basically do the other way around now with this hole. So we still have the zip tie through this little ring, screw, protection, and thingy. So with a little zip tie, we're going to fish through the hole and then kind of make sure that the nose also comes out at this end. Beautiful. And with this little retaining ring, all we have to do is squish it back in. Ta-da! And then it should not go anywhere anymore, which means we can take the zip tie out. Ah, perfect. And that already was the most difficult part about installing a new seat that is a different size or length than your original stock seat. Because now all we have to do is take in the new seat, squish it in here, and screw them on. Unless you have to change the direction of the mounting dock first. So we're going to do that first now. As you can see here, Just like for shipping purposes, it's easier if it sticks in, but we have to flip that around. So we're going to use number 4 Allen key. Loosen the screws. Beautiful. And flip this thing around, just like this. And of course, screw the screws back in. Perfect. Okay, and now all we do is flip this bad boy around and secure the screws. Okay, so here again, same thing. You have this extra little lip, dip, 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 that has to go underneath here. It's very intuitive, like it cannot really go not in there. You have to find your little screw again that you put in your back pocket. Ta-da! And screw it back in. Screwdriver. But yeah, that is it. That is her. So yeah, it took us overall maybe 10 minutes max. Like nothing too major really. But yeah, now we want to of course try her out, and we can't wait for all the tours and bike rides that we're going to do. So yeah, if you haven't done it yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel and give this video a big thumbs up because it helps me out tons. And you don't want to miss the initial review video of the seat, like just the first few clicks on how it feels like, how you can ride with it really. And then we will also do like a longer term review and how it feels like after a few months and breaking her in pretty good. Okay, and yeah, that's it. Until we see each other in the next video, I hope you're having tons of fun out there, and see you next time. Bye.